Let's go to the Healthspan Elite Performance of the Week. Healthspan Elite, they've been the name on the side of the All Blacks nutrition for 5 years, badge tested, everything is safe. The All Blacks swear by it for getting through the week. What do you guys say? Richie Mo'unga for you, obviously.
Do you want to go first?
No, you go first, mate.
No, you go.
No, because we need, mine will take 2 seconds. Here, have your moment.
No, look, I've pretty much just talked about it. I think,
Here you go, here's his stats, mate.
Yeah, talk me
There you
through
go,
it.
we're up there.
No.
23 points,
Can
2
you read
tries,
that? You
7
can't.
carries, 121 metres, 4 clean breaks, 5 defenders meters, 1 try assist, 2 tackles, 1 miss, 1 turnover.
Do I need
Not
to say
bad.
anything more?
No.
Do I need to say anything more?
Yeah.
Nah, just finally on that, I think we're going to see a progression of Richie just going up like that, because I think he's just feeling a lot more confident with the shape that we've talked about. And again, he's just going to have time
Looks
in the
like
saddle.
his team, doesn't it?
It does. And when we've talked around, I think last year in that World Cup with 10 and 15 row, we didn't really know whose team it was. But I think with the way that Richie's playing around that shape, which he's used to, which we've talked about, I think for the positive for the All Blacks, I just love their style of play that they're playing right now. Like you think about the attacking kicks off Richie, Aaron, Bodie as well for that one for Richie.
Turnover.
If you're looking around the improvements they have from the World Cup, we went away from their kicking game around contestables around 9. We kicked probably a lot longer. We probably didn't get a lot of pay around our kicking, but at the moment, it's very, Brad Moore's probably he's actually having a massive influence around that. You look around their set piece, they're kicking off drives, they're kicking off. It's pretty very
I
similar.
reckon he's the reason Mo'unga's playing the best All Black rugby.
That's why the reason why Richie had one of his best games is because, again, it's very similar to what he's used to.
It's a structure he's used to.
He's been playing that structure the last 3 to 4 years, and he just looks so much more confident around that.
When he scored that try off the maul, that was instinctive because they were going the other way, and he drifts around and he shows and goes. Then they go to the TV camera. Fozzie looks down at Bradmore, and Bradmore's smiling.
That was a Crusaders move.
Yeah.
We had a Crusaders move.
Brad
around
was
that.
always smiling.
No, but I honestly, you watch them on, you watch Richie on Instagram and all that. He's always kicking, and they seem to have a hell of a relationship, doing each other's washing and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
To me, that is bringing the best out of him, but it's also bringing the best out of Jordie Barrett. I think he was exceptional on the weekend. The deft kick, stepping up to first receiver. He's been really selfless for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
At the
You're
moment, I think his contribution to this All Blacks success is a lot more impressive than people will probably give him credit for.
Yeah, because he probably used to have seen, obviously, that attacking flair and attacking style, but those little things that nobody else sees, only us rugby players, we understand it. The little 1%ers that nobody says, it's the communication skills for a kick to Richie.
Yeah.
Those kind of things like that, and just being able to work in little touches, deft touches to putting guys in good positions. It just makes the flow of the team so much better, and
his defensive communication as well. Like the All Blacks are defending exceptionally well.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Well, I'll be different because it is Richie. Like Richie was the performance of the week, but I just have to put something out there different. I have to acknowledge 3 men up front. They're not going to be it, but Cole's exceptional. He brings some flair. He brings something different. Frizzell, who's just gone quietly about his business, 10 tackles, 10 carries. And I spoke about Sammy Whitelock before. I just think those 3 men really just rolled their sleeves up and led the way and provided a platform for Richie to be successful.
Yep.
But I'm going to steal it off TJ Perenara for the performance of the week was Jordie Barrett knocking that ball out when the game was dead.
Doesn't
and
that
buried.
just epitomise where the All Blacks are, mate?
Well, and just epitomises how much he values his jersey and that he's on the job and he competes. We spoke about TJ a couple of weeks, the Eden Park test, about I could hear him just screaming straight, like they'd won the game and he was demanding, and no wonder he picked that up because that's what gets him going.
Yeah.
So Jordie Barrett for me, I know he got yellow carded, but that moment in itself epitomises the All Black, but epitomises Jordie Barrett as well.
You touched on Shannon Frizzell. Now, he's a guy who's known for big runs and those kind of things, but it's a different Shannon Frizzell we're seeing this season, isn't it?
Oh, it's a tough Shannon Frizzell. He I don't want to make comparisons to Jerome, but he's heading in that direction, isn't he? He does the tough carries, he does the big hits, albeit he got one wrong, at Jordan Pataya's expense, but he's getting through a lot of work.
Yep.
And a lot of unseen work.
Yep.
A lot of those forwards are actually, but that's your job. Is if they're talking about the 9s, the 10s, the 15s, and the wingers, you've done your job because you're providing a platform for them to shine.
Yeah. With Hoskins in there and Artie to return at some point, it leaves them in a bit of a pickle, doesn't it?
Well, Hoskins' line-out ability is something else.
And
They went to him a
ability.
lot.
That try as well.
Yeah.
We talked about it last week around that, having
Quick hook and
having
go.
the quick hook and go. Like it's a bloody good weapon to have, and line out as well. He's been
He's
good in that.
that's
Pretty
the
good.
best the New Zealand line-out's been for a number of years. It's 90 plus, and having him as an option, Sam Whitelock there, Paddy, Scott Barrett when he came on. It's height, it's explosive power. You know, Artie's got explosive power in abundance, but he doesn't quite have Hoskins' height. But it's hard to leave Artie out as well because he offers something that Hoskins doesn't as well.
And Hoskins has shown he can come off the bench as well around that, around the impact as well. Which, you know, probably we talk around Pete Samu, he could have that role in the Australian team. But again, so yeah, we're blessed in that department.